One of the questions I receive often about my bike is, Davide, how do you fit the anything cage to your frame in order to carry the big bottles? Today we're going to answer this question. If you're new here, my name is Davide Travelli. I've been cycling around the world since 2015, and this is my bike Felicity. On this channel there are usually travel vlogs every week, and sometimes there are reviews, tips, tutorials about bike traveling, camping, the outdoor in general. First of all, if you follow the channel, I already made a video about this, but last year in Morocco I had an accident and I had to basically change the system. So this is a new solution. It's very similar to with the old one, but with a little difference. I do front loading, so most of the weight goes into the front, and at the back I only sport these two bottles. The bottles are in stainless steel and they are from Clean Canteen. They are about 2 liters of capacity, and I love them. They are strapped to the anything cage with a valet strap, but I also sometimes use velcros. It doesn't really matter. And as you can see here, there is the anything cage. It was made by Reframe Steel, Daniele. And if we remove the valet strap, you can see the solution I'm using at the moment is this mini rack that I got made here in Barcelona. It's very similar to the one that Daniele made, with the only difference that the tubing is thicker. It's a larger tube, so I think this should last even longer than the one that Daniele made. When you're on the road for a long time, every now and then you have some accidents for some reason or another. Maybe the bike fell. In Sevilla I was doored by a woman, so that all has an impact on your bike and on your gear. So do expect to have little accidents, even if it's not dramatic, but it might impact something like the racks. Because the racks are one of the things that you will learn to have problems with when you're on the road, and you need to find someone that welds it or welds some parts. They often break. It's one of the components of your bikes that are more prone to failures in my experience. And to mitigate these problems, you have to get them custom made, like I did when Daniele did them. If I had, even when I was doored in Sevilla, if I had a normal rack that you buy in the stores from the usual brands, it would have probably broken in a few pieces. As you can see, the mini rack has one mounting point here. It goes down, and another mounting point here. It's not parallel to this tube because there is a chance that with your heel you can touch the bottle. So that's why it goes a little more straight up. It's exactly the same on this side, and then the two parts are attached by this piece of tubing, and it's welded here and there. And this connection make it much stronger. If we were only to use the two mount points, it gives much more stability to the mini rack. The two anything cages mounts on 3 points to the mini rack, and it's a very simple solution. There is a hole and 3 bolts. This solution is a little bit more simple and straightforward than the one that Daniele used for the 3 mounting points, but I think it works very well, and it's quite strong. If you can get a custom work like this for a mini rack, the other solution to mount the anything cage to pretty much every bike is to use this mount point that usually every bike should have. So the bottom part of the anything cage, you fit it here, and then the top part of the anything cage, you can fit it on your tube with a few zip ties. This bottle is 2 kilos, so 2 liters, 2 kilos, and then the bottle weighs a few hundred grams, but let's say also like 2.5 kilos. the zip ties, they will hold that amount of weight. If you use zip ties, you should use the black ones because they are sunproof. They don't degrade that much with the UV lights. This mini rack was made in Barcelona by Jordy of Bicis Maria. That if you live in Spain or you're currently traveling in Spain, you can check it out. They make a custom bike frame, and I will insert a few clips because I took a little video when I was there. They also have some off-the-shelf racks that you can buy that they make, but they also do custom-made jobs. We are in Barcelona, Maria 11, Bicis Maria, and I have a new mini rack for the anything cage. And here we are with Jordy.
Hola.
The owner of Bicis Maria. How was the job?
Fácil.
¿Fácil?
Fácil, sí, sí. Fabricamos bastantes parrillas, la verdad, sí. Para alguna marca y hacemos parrillas, racks. Hacemos frontales, hacemos traseros, fabricamos cuadros para bicicleta, hacemos cargo bikes, long tails, un poco de todo.
This is an example of front rack as well.
De toda la vida, ¿no? Esto es un clásico. Nosotros lo que nos gustan sobre todo son las minivelos. Bicicletas de rueda de 20 pulgadas. Tenemos esta la Castro de aquí. Minivelos tipo japonesa, ¿no? Y esto nos gusta un montón. Es súper fácil de fabricar y es muy práctico para las ciudades. Esto es una mini pero de carretera. Esta vale 45 euros. ¿Vale?
¿Qué es esto? Alright, I hope this video was helpful to give you an idea of how to design a mini rack to fit your anything cage. If you don't have the chance or the possibility to get a mini rack done, you can always fit the anything cage using the mount point at the bottom, and then at the top using a couple of zip ties. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Ciao!